Hi, this is Marti Murphy of tappingreallyworks.com, and welcome back to my free video series called Take the Big Leap. And before you can take a big leap into a life you love, it's essential that you get in touch with these different parts of you that keep you from taking this leap, that keep you from living your life to the fullest. And the video today, I want to talk about what I call the bully in your brain. And it's this part of you that is always trying to take you out. It's behind the scenes running the show. It's filled with limiting beliefs. And it's always trying to kind of leak those out to you. And it can do it either subtly or in your face and everything in between those two. And the idea behind this is it got downloaded with limiting beliefs early in childhood. And it's actually trying to keep you safe, but it doesn't appear that way at all, because what it's doing is sending you messages like, you're not good enough. You don't have what it takes. You're never going to make it. Who do you think you are? If you've ever found yourself in a situation where you're really excited about this and you know it's going to stretch you, so you start taking the steps to move in that direction, and then all of a sudden you find that you've sabotaged yourself and you haven't been able to really fully and freely move into this new arena in your life, that's the bully. The bully's behind the scenes sending you these messages that were downloaded in early childhood. And most of us have an idea that it's going on, but we're not truly conscious of this part of ourselves. And you could find yourself in a public setting and you're feeling really good, and somebody says something, and all of a sudden you notice you're not feeling good. But it's more like innocuous. You're not fully grasping why you start to feel so bad about yourself. And this is what I hope to do in this video with you, is get you in touch with that bully that's inside you, that sends you these messages, and all of a sudden you're like, oh God, I'm feeling bad about myself. There's reasons for that. It's this tape that's running that's, don't shine. Don't get too big for your britches. Don't you dare do that. You're going to take yourself out, but yet you take yourself out. It's the limiting beliefs. And once you get in touch with these, you can actually do something about them. Because a lot of times you might be like, I don't want to get more in touch with a negative aspect to myself, but you can't do anything about it until you become fully conscious to it. So in this video, I want to do a tapping round that gets you in touch with that part of yourself that tries to take you out. There is also a worksheet that you can print out and read through it. It's another way to help you wake up to this part of yourself that's got these limiting beliefs, that's really taking you out. So please read through that. And in addition to this tapping sequence, it'll help you get in touch with this. And before I do the tapping, another way to look at this is, say you say an affirmation. And what I like to do in workshops I conduct is I have everybody close their eyes. So if you could close your eyes right now and just listen to this affirmation and pay attention to the voice that comes up in you after you hear this affirmation. That's the bully. So here's the affirmation. I fully and freely am becoming a multimillionaire. And pay attention. What's that voice telling you? Very often people say, that'll never happen. Who are you kidding? Yeah, you've got money, but you'll never be a multimillionaire. You don't have what it takes. That is what we call in the EFT world your true affirmation. It's the tail ender. It's how you truly feel. So if you've ever tried to say affirmations and you find that they don't stick, it's because the bully's in there telling you the true affirmation, how you truly feel about yourself behind the scenes, because these are things that are being fed to you by the bully. You'll never make it. Are you kidding me? You'll never be a multimillionaire. You've never seen that done. No one in your family's ever done it. How could you do it? You don't have what it takes. And by getting in touch with this part of yourself, you can tap through it and actually relieve its grip on you so that you can take steps into taking the big leap into a life you love, into a life you feel enthusiastic about getting into. So let's do a tapping sequence and follow me along with this. And we're going to start on the karate chop. And we'll go with this idea that I don't have what it takes. So just start on the karate chop and repeat after me. Even though this part of me believes that I don't have what it takes, I deeply and profoundly accept that I feel this way. Even though I have this part of me that reminds me I don't have what it takes. And it shows me all the evidence throughout my life to prove that this is true. I choose to love and accept myself anyway. Even though I have this part of me that wants to keep me small, that wants to keep me in a box, I deeply and profoundly accept my feelings now. And go to the eyebrow. This part of me, this bully in my brain, I'm not good enough. I don't have what it takes. I've never done this before. I've tried, but I've fallen short. And then I failed. And I give up on me. I don't have what it takes. I'm built differently than everyone else. It's just not in me. I'm not capable. It's not going to happen for me. This is as good as it gets. So I better make the best of it. I better look on the bright side and make the best of this situation. But I don't want to. I want more in my life. But I never think I can get it. But what if that's not true? No, it's true. But what if it's not? So now stop, take a deep breath, let it out, and check in and see what emotions are coming up for you and take note of those. And then you can go back and tap through that sequence or just tap on the various things that came up for you. Anything that feels like a limiting belief. And very often, how tricky this is we lay out the evidence. See, I tried that in the past and it didn't work. Oh, see, I did that and it didn't work. Oh, see, my father tried and he failed. Or my mom, she tried to do that. Or my brother tried to do that. Or my sister tried to do that. And we mount all the evidence against ourselves. And that's the bully. That's the bully that's in you, that's telling you, you don't have what it takes. See, your dad didn't do it. Your mom didn't do it. You're not capable. Or, oh yeah, my uncle did it, but that's not in me. I mean, he's got different genes. Whatever it is that takes you out. And then keep tapping through that. And now I want to do a tapping round where it's going to kind of ease into more of the belief that, well, maybe it's possible. Like I started doing at the end of that last sequence, well, what if that's true? Or maybe that's not true of me. So just start tapping again on the karate chop. Even though I'm starting to see that I have this very powerful voice in me, it's always feeding me messages that I don't have what it takes. I choose to accept myself anyway. Even though I'm starting to hear this voice. And it scares me a little. It's telling me I don't have what it takes. What do I do with that? I choose to love and accept myself no matter what. Even though I can hear this voice now, and it's getting louder, or maybe I'm just becoming more aware of it. You don't have what it takes. That's what it's telling me. I accept how I feel, and I accept myself anyway. And go to the eyebrow. There's that voice. Oh my God. I don't have what it takes. I'm beginning to hear this voice much more consciously. And it scares me. But what if it's a good thing? What if now that I'm becoming conscious of it, I can actually do something about it? What if it's just a belief that I downloaded a long time ago? It's a belief telling me I don't have what it takes. But what if that's not true at all? What if I absolutely have what it takes? And all I need to do is start dealing with this voice consciously. And in this way, I can begin to free myself from the grip it's had on me for so long. I think I feel hope coming in. What if this is possible? What if I can free myself from this? And step forward in my life and keep taking steps forward so that I can take the big leap and move into a life I love, a life I deserve, I want to see this is possible. And what if I'm beginning to, right here, right now, even if it's just a little bit, a little step is a big step. It's a beginning. Today is the day this changes for me. This is the beginning. So I can take the big leap. Now take a deep breath. Let it out. And just again, take note of whatever came up for you and tap through that. And you can go back and tap through this sequence as many times as you need to. The idea is we want to put a little crack in there so that you start to feel this little churning, this sense of like, wow, maybe this time it can be different for me. And I can take the big leap. I don't have to do it all at once, but I can get myself there in stages so that all of a sudden I've noticed I'm taking the big leap into a life I love, into a life I cannot wait to get up and get going in. So thanks so much. Go back and do this as many times you want. Read through that worksheet to really help you get in touch with this part of yourself, the bully that's trying to take you out. And as you get in touch with it, you can free yourself from it. Thanks so much, and I'll see you on the next video. Take good care.